Hello, I'm Amanda Gerry from the Sunderland Voluntary Sector Youth Forum, and the purpose of today's visit to Clarendon House is to give our youth projects in Sunderland the opportunity to look around at all the fantastic resources that we're able to beg, steal and borrow in our work, to help us in our work with young people.
Take it off and on mic. Which is good fun.
Speak up, that's absolutely fine. Okay, for those of you, I know I've met some of you, I'm meeting with all of them, I'm not sure, when I came to do the presentation at your meeting last month, finding their health. Right. If you want to come and visit us again in the future, we do ask that you give us a phone call and just sort of book in an appointment. But I mean, you're welcome to come anytime, and we're really happy for you to come and visit us. We want you to come and visit us and come and access the material. We've got a wide range of different types of materials that you can use with your young people. As you came in the door there, you saw the big wooden table with the drawers. We've got a whole range of free poster information in there. Now today, I think we'll spend a bit of this time, you'll be able to look around and access some of the free information. We've got the leaflets and the posters, we've got some carrier bags, and you can help yourself to some of the literature while you're here today and take that away, which I'm sure you'll find helpful and useful. All we've got out the leaflets, they are split into health topics and public health. At your last meeting that I came to when I did the presentation, it was decided that it might be really, really useful for you to come down here, have a look at the materials that we've actually got available for yourselves to use. We thought it was quite nice for you to come over here and have a good look around, and then obviously you're going to hold possibly your formal meeting, and I have got a meeting room booked for you. I'm really sorry, I would have liked to have booked a meeting room earlier for you, but the meeting rooms are just so popular here, we've got so many people coming in, so I do apologise that we're kind of going to spend a bit more time in here than perhaps you would like. You know, and you might like to go in your meeting room and have a chat about what resources you're going to want to use in the future. Okay, right. The materials that you see here and what we have available here is available for anyone to use in Gateshead, South Tyneside or Sunderland, which is why we've asked yourselves to come along today. Now I do realise that for most of you working in your projects, it's feasible for you to keep coming down here for visits. However, if you are able to come in person and visit and pick up materials, we're more than happy for you to do that. For those of you that can't, obviously at the presentation I told you that we've got a full-time driver who's going to be starting in the next couple of weeks. So you'll be able to ring us up to access any of the information we've got here. Book it online when we get our new online system, and we can get the materials delivered to you. Okay. Now I do know that there is going to be some money provided by Dave, yes, to buy in some specific resources for you to hold in Sunderland, so that they're there for you to use. So I think part of the purpose of today was to perhaps look at some of the resources that we have, so you can perhaps make a decision as to what those resources might be. Be Amanda who, yeah, the young people that you work with. So we wanted you to get a better idea of the whole breadth of material that we have available for you to use. It's a free service. We're here to help you. We're here to make your jobs easier so that you can get that information to the young people that you're working with, which obviously we hope
you've got a set of scenario cards that are basically stories, and you tell the story and then you spin the wheel, or you don't spin the wheel regarding what's in the story. So okay, Ashley, who's babysitting her neighbour's children, invites her boyfriend Doug to come over after the kids are asleep. They begin making out on the couch, and then they hear the neighbour's car pull into the driveway. Doug slips out of the back door. Ashley is disappointed. She should be relieved. Unknown to both of them, Doug has an STD. Spin the wheel to see which STD Ashley could have contracted. So then basically, spin the wheel. That's where the pointer is.
Items online. This is the team who will deal with your requests, and they're really helpful, they're really knowledgeable. We are actually a new team because we all came together last year in the restructuring. We've got Carol Owens. Carol actually originally came from Sunderland, so she actually knows, and I think Carol said she knows a few of the faces anyway.
Knows a few faces.
So you're bound to know Carol. This is Debbie, Debbie Wan. Debbie was based in South Tyneside, and Debbie will obviously help with your queries as well. And we've got Donna Lorden. So the three girls here, Resource Health Information Officers, they're the ones who will deal with your queries. And they just know tons of stuff. Because obviously people come in and they're looking around, and sometimes they're a bit lost and they're not sure what they need to use. Now, I'm not saying they know every single packing, but they know a hell of a lot. Because they've got people coming in all the time using these resources, so they might know that on page 5 of such and such a training pack, there's a really good session you can do with the kids. So, you know, ask them and get their advice, because, you know, sometimes you're not sure yourself what you want to use, and they'll be able to advise you. I mean, if you speak to them and say, you know, I'm running a session, I'm thinking about doing this particular health topic, please, you know, can you give me some ideas of what's a good resource to use? Don't ring them up and say, I'm doing health. Because we do get those requests. I get people ringing up and saying, I'm doing health, what have you got? We've got thousands. So please try and narrow it down a bit, but they're really helpful. Are you still at Swindon? Are you still at